What's good, y'all? It's your boy Need for Sheed coming back with another episode of my podcast. I'm just reminiscing. And today I got another friend, sister to me that's on with us. Miss Aaliyah Daniels is with us today.
What's up?
So
How
yeah,
y'all doing?
you have to use nice. How y'all doing today? That's how we do it. So this my girl, this my sister Leah, cool people. So luckily she had enough free time today to come on to the podcast. Like you said, with a lot of the people that's gonna be joining me on this podcast, we busy. We be busy out here. So luckily she had enough free time to come in and talk to me for about an hour or so, and we can, just reminisce on how the good times go. So thank you for being able to come on today and get this done. And I really do appreciate it.
Of course.
So, like I do every episode, let's start it off. How was life for Aaliyah growing up? How was it from elementary school going up? We're going to bounce through all of them. How was it for you growing up?
Okay, so everybody knows I'm from Union City. It's a small town, 2 hours north of Memphis. So I'm like right here by the state line. School was small. we weren't as diverse as normal schools are, because I am in a county where a lot of white people is, but we enjoyed school. Elementary school, I was in basketball, I was trying to do softball, I had good grades, I barely got in trouble. I didn't really do too much. Elementary school was just elementary school, and then middle school, woo, that's when.
Did you enjoy school, playing sports in elementary school?
I did. I actually enjoyed basketball. Now, why it didn't go with me for the rest of my life, I don't know. I got little trophies. Like I was a good little basketball player. I don't know what happened when I hit puberty, because that just went out the window.
You didn't want to do it no more. It's just like
it wasn't for me. I was like, nah, this ain't it.
Did you guys have so elementary school? How was you guys lunch like? Because lunch in Memphis at Memphis schools, our lunch was kind of decent. It was pretty decent, but
yeah, we had some good lunch. Luckily we had the black cafeteria workers, so we had some good lunch before they changed the lunch when we was in high school.
Yeah, we didn't have did y'all have the square pizzas?
Yes, we had all those pizzas, the super donuts, the breakfast sausage pizzas, all that stuff. We had the good stuff.
Them butter cookies was we love them butter cookies. Them things.
Hey, the grandma, what's the grandma cookie called in the little brown package?
Oh, the grandma cookies.
We
had the regular butter cookies from the school. They were so fine.
I remember we used to be able to get the push pops. Everybody know on Fridays it was hamburgers and French fry Fridays, and sometimes we got the cheese sauce. Let me tell you, fat kid at heart. That's just what I get.
They sold us cookies. They sold us popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little cheddar pop. We had cheddar popcorn and butter popcorn that you could buy.
We had the whole snack rack.
Oh yeah, we was buying stuff. Did y'all have little school dances in elementary school, little small stuff?
I don't think we had dances in elementary. The only thing that we actually did in elementary school was 5th grade. We got to go to Dixon to the little science thing, and it happened every year, every 5th grade class. That was just the 5th grade thing. So we went to Dixon, and that was pretty cool. Thought I was about to die.
You do a lot of
yeah, we did a lot of things, like especially like right now in this season, you do the pumpkin patches and going to the library and all that stuff, going to see Santa Claus and all that. It was fun when we was kids. Now I'd be like, who about to do that? Because I'm not walking. I'm not doing all that walking.
Yeah, that's too much. My knees don't work for me no more.
And I got 2 kids, and I just be like,
I ain't finna chase both of y'all around this thing. It's a wrap.
Right. And it's like my oldest is in kindergarten, my youngest in pre-K, so they're not gonna always do like the exact things on the same day. Like the kindergartens will go probably on a Tuesday, and then pre-K will probably go on a Friday. I'd be like, put them together. They all the same age.
Right. Yeah, they are around the same age. Yeah, we took field trips. You know, they send us to a museum every year. They always trying to find something.
Mm-hmm.
They took us to the Stacks Museum. They sent us to the Civil Rights Museum. They sent us everywhere in Memphis. Then we went to Graceland. I mean, it was just like we just decided to go to Graceland and stuff like that. So they sent us everywhere in elementary school.
Y'all got more stuff than we do. We really didn't have too much. We had UTM. That's about it. We went to the college games, football games, basketball games, but that's it.
But they treated us like that when we was in Memphis. They always sent us to University of Memphis. I toured University of Memphis so much, I was like, I might as well went here. I toured them. They sent us to Lamont and they sent us to University of Memphis. Those 2 schools we visited in Memphis all the time.
Man, we didn't really get all those good trips.
Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. We used to have little dances, but they usually be during school. There was like dances that was like, well, you know, we got out of 3:15, so the dance would be like 1 o'clock, 1:30 to like.
Oh yeah, see, we wasn't that privileged. Our school was all about the academics. Child, that's all we had was smart.
That's rarity though. They didn't do it a lot. We did it enough, and then the fun part about it was we used to like have dance competitions and stuff. You know, chicken head, heel toe. You know, doing little stuff, pancake.
Boy, we're not even gonna reminisce on that because that's break everybody back. You know
what I'm saying? That's a whole different era. Yeah. We was bucking and everything in there. It was fun times.
Thought we was doing something for real. And don't let who was it? Sierra or Bow Wow or Lil Romeo and them bring out a video.
Harlem Shake. Doing the Harlem Shake.
Man, couldn't tell us nothing.
Lil Bow Wow. You just don't know the way you move so fast across the floor. I'm saying we had all this stuff. I can't name one Lil Romeo song though. Girlfriend. No, Baby. It was a Baby or girlfriend. It was one of them he had that I could.
Song about a girl. That's all they sung about.
It was either my baby or my girlfriend. It was something like that he had. I know that song, but other than that, I can't tell you nothing about Lil Romeo.
Neither. I can just tell you.
I can't.
What is it? Growing up hip hop or whatever. I can barely tell you that too. So I really can't tell you nothing.
Yeah. So we had good music, good enough. We had dancing music, a lot of dancing music growing up. A lot of dancing music. We had some crunk music too, though. Lil Scrappy and them, Lil Jon and the East Side. We had some head busters and stuff like that. We had some ratchet music too.
I remember when I don't think it came out. I don't know when it came out, but when they used to say My Neck, My Back, I used to get in trouble. Because
everybody grown know what the hell the song is about.
So here we are singing My Neck, My Back. Boy, my mama heard me sing that one day and her head came to, I don't know where she was. She got to me so quick and I was just like,
my bad, Mom, I'm just singing the song.
My bad, didn't even know what it mean. Now I'll be like, oh yeah, we shouldn't have been singing that.
But they had edited versions for us when we was growing up. So
what is it?
And learned
what is it called?
When I heard the unedited versions of some of the songs, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what they're talking about.
Right, like, ooh, that's what y'all talking about.
Oh yeah.
Look, the Whisper song, Lil Jon, no, was it him?
No, the Whisper, the Yin Yang Twins.
Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I want to, you guys, what a fuck, yeah, that thing was,
Get smacked for singing them songs, boy.
What's the name? Some cut. Give me your number, and I'll call.
And you be walking in the hallway singing to each other. The teachers
follow that thing in the mall. And then once I got older, they said, follow that ass in the mall, I said, oh, that's why y'all was mad at us. Say less. You know what? I'm not even mad at you no more. Yeah.
We ain't even gonna talk about it.
It was so edited, but when I got the real version, I was like, because after a while, I started looking up songs. I was like, I started looking up dirty version. I was like, bro, forget all the edited stuff. Give me the dirty version.
That's when they used to have BT Uncut.
What?
You supposed to be up. You supposed to be asleep watching.
Tip Drill played all the time on BT Uncut. Tip Drill was lit.
Man, to get in so much trouble.
Oh, that's when you used to go home and watch 106 in Park and Rap City and all that. I used to go home and watch all
I remember we used to watch the MTV and VH1 music videos.
Right.
For school. Yeah,
The
we.
MTV videos was that was like a
Mhm.
2 hour block of playing straight videos for about 2 hours.
Yes. They
I,
don't do that no more.
I
They
know.
just give us the music and tell us to listen to it and go on
Right.
about our life.
Everything is on streaming, so you can go find it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So
But
how many what middle school you end up going to?
all of our schools we had we got county schools too, but Union City had Union City Elementary, Middle, and high school. So I really didn't get to transfer schools. So when I went to elementary school, I went to middle school. That's when we got into band.
Mm-hmm.
We used to do solo and ensemble and stuff like that in middle school. Then you had the 8th grade dance. We used to do talent shows.
Hmm.
We used to have talent shows. So my 6th grade year, I think what did I do? I think I sung with a group of girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 7th grade year, I did a praise dance. And that's when like people were like starting to get into the church, and we all of us grew up in church, so we all knew what it was. Right. And you got people at the school, some of them don't know, some of them do know, some of them don't understand what I'm doing. I had the white paint on and everything. You should have seen these folks, boy. And then I did it to a Marvin Sapp song too, so everybody was in tears. People didn't know why they was crying, but they was crying. Teachers was crying.
Just the beat, just hearing the beat of Marvin Sapp.
His voice, period. Like any song would take you, and you just be like, you didn't have to do me like that, sir.
Right.
But
Right, Marvin Sapp, yeah, he just does that.
yeah, we went to Nashville my 7th grade year for something. Something they had in Nashville that's educational. Don't know, I can't remember, but that's about it. That's all we did in middle school.
Yeah, middle school. Did you like the choir in middle school and stuff like that?
Yeah. We didn't have like the extracurricular things. Like most middle schools have choir and dance and this and that. We had band, and that was it. Huh?
Play the instrument?
Yep, I played the clarinet.
Okay, I was gonna say that. I was like clarinet or flute. That's what.
Yeah, I couldn't. I'm lazy for real. I wouldn't have to do this for a whole. I got you on this though, especially if I could sit my clarinet on my leg.
Yeah. Yeah, I played the trombone. I played the trombone and the baritone. I
wanted to learn how to play the saxophone, but that was I didn't want the whole strap around my neck, so I was like, nope.
Yeah, I didn't play that. So yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I was like you. I always wanted to be the transfer student. Never was a transfer student.
I actually got to transfer my freshman year. My dad, he was in the military. He's not in the Army no more. But he had moved to Lawton, Oklahoma, which is Fort Sill. So I moved there my freshman year, and they got 3 high schools, 7 or 8 middle schools, 7 or 8 elementary schools. So they was just out there. I mean, it's a military base anyway. So I was like, okay, this is nice. So it's my freshman year in high school. I'm at a whole new state, whole new school. Don't know nobody. They get to leave for lunch. I said, we get to leave knowing I ain't got no car.
Right.
I can't do nothing. But I had made friends with seniors, so I was always, hey, can I ride with you? And they had a Taco John's. That was such heaven. So we used to go leave for lunch. They had some fire lunches. Like they had the different sections, the nacho bar, the potato bar, salad bar, or whatever the little lunch ladies were serving for the day. I was like, okay, this is nice. I go back home because I came back to Tennessee my sophomore year. Michelle Obama changed everything, made us eat soy patties and meat. I was just like, I don't like this. Take me back to Oklahoma.
Right.
This is not it. But I went to all the proms and all the homecomings. I cheered. I was in softball. My senior year, we did volleyball, so that was our first year. I did that. Of course, I ran track.
Okay.
I was athletic. Now, I don't know what happened with my athleticism. Because some people were like, oh, I could have went somewhere. I can't say that. I can say that about cheerleading. I could have went somewhere with cheerleading because I did competitive cheer, not just, on the sideline hooting her. Like I was tumbling, lifting females in the air. Monique popped out of place one point in time. Now, my daughters be like, "Mama, teach me how to do a back handspring." I be like, "Who?
Yeah.
Who back?
It's like you
My back."
yeah,
I'm like, my back can't go back like that.
It's like you still got a little bit left in you.
I can do a little round off a cartwheel, but me tumbling, I do it on the trampoline, and that's it. And I'd be broke down after, like, I need a hot bath because my bones do not work that way no more.
Yeah, the recovery is terrible afterwards.
See, and I be watching y'all stroll, and I be like, I know y'all legs hurt because my legs hurt watching y'all.
Shot. Oh, knees be shot. Whole lower body be hurting. It's a wrap. Yeah.
Especially when y'all stroll like an entire 4-hour party, I be like,
yeah, body be tired. Oh, I gave that up after a while. I was like, you give me for certain songs. You give me y'all can for the rest of y'all. But we also had to hop in line too because some of them couldn't stroll, but that's neither here nor there. So
yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone. I ain't even in nothing, but I know a little bit of things to do because I got family. We be like, hey, just don't do it. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, I love my Neos. They fun. They good people. So, but
yeah,
it is what it is. Everybody know they lane, so we just do it. But we don't stop them because, hey, bro, you live and you learn. So
yeah, I mean, you got
to learn which ones you can do very well, and you're gonna learn which ones you shouldn't do. It's all about trial and error. So everybody really don't worry about it. Leaving that stuff, I mean, cause middle school for me was cool. Like I said, middle school is one of the ones that really kind of flew by those 3 years. They came and went. Our lunches were fire though. I ain't gonna lie. We had spicy chicken sandwiches that they used to give us. Those spicy chicken sandwiches was so good. They was hot, fresh, like they was Tyson. I think that was Tyson.
Was it the ones wrapped up in aluminum foil?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a Tyson here. My mama worked at Tyson. Baby, I know all about the chicken.
That chicken sandwich they gave us, we used to kill them things.
Used to tear that chicken up. We got special lunches like if we didn't, well, in high school, if we didn't have no fights for a whole 9 weeks, we got a special lunch. If we did like good on our ACT scores, we got a little special lunch, hot wings or fried chicken or something like that. But baby, let me tell you, my sophomore year to my senior year, when I say it was a fight almost every other day.
Oh yeah, that's how it was for us too.
We gotta look up a bonus period where we didn't have no fights, so we was ecstatic about these hot wings. Like we know these hot wings about to be lit. But let me tell you, we got my wings that one time, and it wasn't just the black people fighting. We had white people fighting too.
Yeah, I mean,
like picking up trays. It used to be funny if I could show everybody videos from high school from folks fighting, y'all be like, oh. This what y'all do? Okay, because some of y'all crazy. And I would tell you, yeah, they crazy for real.
They sold us hot wings in middle school. $2.
We didn't get hot wings.
They gave us 8 wings for $2.
That ain't bad. I got free lunch though, so I ain't never realized the difference.
It's like 50 cents. Not 50 cents. It's like a quarter of a wing.
Yeah.
Wing.
Can you tell these business people to do that one day? Like,
do you feel me? That food was fire. And I was like, in middle school also opened my eyes to what a dance meant, what a real dance meant. Because in elementary school, yes, we competing dancing against each other. We doing the chicken head and doing I get that. Middle school, I was like, oh, this how y'all get down. Say
right.
That.
You get a partner, you learn how to move a little bit.
Right. So y'all throwing that now. Y'all twerking that.
Okay.
Say less. I need to fall in line. I'm gonna fall in line with y'all, and we're gonna go from there. So we did that. I played football 1 year. That was middle school. And then I moved. Then had an 8th grade dance, 8th grade senior prom, had all that, and then we ended up moving on up to high school. And then getting to high school stuff is what it is. Sorry, you guys, for that little technical difficulties. We had technical difficulties for a split second. You know how it goes like that sometimes. So I'm bringing it back. Like I was saying, the middle school dance, we finished all that. I played 1 year of football in middle school. That was my 8th grade year. And then Like I said, the food was cool. The dances, we had dances. They was either 3 to 6, like right after school, but it was
Mhm.
like a special occasion dance or something. It was 6 to 9 or 7 to 10. So they used to do that for us if there was supposed to be a late dance like a ball or an 8th grade dance or something like that. They did that. But other than that, and like I said, I never transferred to school a day in my life. I wish I did, but never did. I just wanted to be the new kid on the block sometimes, but never was that. I had to go to the same school. So I left Wooddale Middle and went to Wooddale High. So you went back to Union City High School, didn't it?
From
Yeah.
my 8th grade, well, I went to Union City High School my freshman year, but then middle freshman year, not even like the first 9 weeks, I moved in with my dad in Oklahoma, so I went to MacArthur High School in Lawton, Oklahoma. It was lit. It was lit. Like, if I could have stayed there my whole 4 years, I would have stayed there. I probably would have went to OU or OSU because I had some stuff going on there. But it
Mm-hmm.
was great.
Yeah. So I do this to everybody when we talk about high school and all that. If you could rank your 4 years, what's the best year to your worst year as far as high school? Or your favorite year to
Oh, really, my favorite year was in Oklahoma. After that, when I came back, the reason why I left, it was a situation that happened between me and this dude, and just caused some ruckus, which I had to move in with my dad and some other BS. So when I came back, it was kind of like me being a stranger all over again,
right.
and I was kind of like picked on. I was kind of bullied a little bit. I had cut all my hair off,
Hmm.
like straight fade, no hair. So when I came back to school, because I did that in the summertime, so it was like our junior year, and that was like the worst thing I could have done to myself. When I say I was talked about so bad, this was before anybody believed in being natural. This was like, if you didn't have a perm, then you weren't cute. If you didn't have long hair, you wasn't cute. So it was like a really hard year for me. But then my senior year, I got into cheerleading again. I was running track. I was doing volleyball. I was hanging out with different people. So it kind of got better a little bit.
So
But
all in all, I could probably tell like your freshman year you loved that the best, but you could throw that whole junior year away. You could throw the whole.
yeah, like my sophomore to junior year, I'd be like, I didn't even need to exist. Like this shit it was horrible. People don't like a lot of people don't understand when you're bullied for so long for stuff that you can't really control.
Right.
It's like you start having trust issues. You start having like anxiety a little bit. So my senior year, it was kind of like weird because people starting to open up to me, and my hair got a little bit longer, and that's when everybody's like, "Oh, you got a fro, that's cute. Oh, it really fits your face," and all that. And I just be like, "Y'all didn't like me for almost 2 years now. Now y'all like me? I can't."
I ain't like the ugly phase of me. Yeah, I ain't like the ugly phase of me.
Right.
No.
So especially now, being what I graduated in 13, 7 years later? Man, 7 years later, they're like, Aaliyah, you have grown so much. And I'd be like, first of all, y'all used to call me ugly fugly, so get away. Or I just get called a toothpick. I was barely 100 pounds.
Ooh.
Barely 100 pounds. So that there, it plays a big part. Like, you got people growing into their bodies, and here I am, tall and skinny.
All skinny with a fade.
Pretty much. Yeah. So it was, and then I was
Oh yeah.
bright. Yes. So I'm like a toothpick, literally brown, very bright skinned with a fade, cute designs. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend that for anybody.
You gonna get and get through that stuff. So it's all good. It
Yeah.
is. Ranking mine, my favorite year was freshman year. My freshman year was my favorite year of high school. It was just we there was just jumping left and right. When you say fights and stuff every day, we fighting every day. I'm talking about folks getting jumped, blood on the ground, folks getting thrown through windows. It's stuff everywhere. It's bad. It was bad. Principal getting knocked out. Principal got pulled through, thrown through
Oh,
window. It's like yeah, we done some. It was some stuff. So yeah, freshman year was very, very intriguing. I really liked it. And then sophomore year was my second favorite year. Sophomore year, that was my
Mhm.
first start in varsity football. So I really enjoyed that. And then I enjoyed the upperclassmen. My first 2 years, the upperclassmen, I loved them. So it was fun in the school. Everything was good.
Yeah.
Third year, senior year. I equate senior year. Senior year is this. You ever watch a TV show and you know it's the last season?
Mhm.
That's how senior year was. You know it's the last season. You don't expect nothing too big because the season's about to end, but it's
Right.
a smooth season throughout the whole.
Senior was lit.
That's how my senior year was. And then I'm like you. My junior year, you can throw that whole junior year away. I can't. I was like, you can throw the whole junior year away. Yeah,
It was horrible,
it was.
man.
Mine was just boring, so boring. Then you taking all these tests and stuff. I'm like, bro, just throw it away. I'm tired of this.
Freaking ASVAB and
For no reason. I don't
ACT. And
care about this. The
I
only
used to just be, I be like, I can't, I won't, I don't. I used to hate writing those papers.
oh yeah, yeah. But
Did y'all
look,
ever have to write those papers and they give you like a 3 or a 4 or a 5?
yeah, the essay papers and stuff, and you just looking over there like, bro, I don't care. I don't care about nothing.
Like, what is I gonna do with this? And I asked I be like, I talked to some of my teachers like, so you know that stuff you taught me, I ain't used it yet. You gave me a hard time to get this A for me not to use it. Y'all should have taught it. Like, I think we had a financial class, economics class. It was another class we had, and I felt like they should have been like more informative about what we needed to know. Because, baby, if I would have learned all the stuff that I know now in high school, me going to college would have been totally different.
Oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, oh yeah. All the stuff I know now, I would have told my young self, I'd be like, hey, bro, if you go to college, this is what your degree need to be in. Or two, you might not have to go to college.
Right.
So I 100% agree with that. So when you get straight out of high school, you go straight to culinary school?
I did. I graduated in May of 2013. I was in school July 5th because 4th of July was my last night in Union City, and I was gone July 5th. So my culinary school was trimesters. You know, everybody does semesters. Mine was trimesters. So I had classes that started at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh.
And I also, like, culinary school is different. The one I went to anyways. We start at 5 o'clock in the morning. You have your different break or different classes, but you get to eat. You get to eat all day, literally for free. You get to eat all day. And then you'll have 5 to 10 or 10 to 2 or 3. And then you have the 5 to midnight. So if one day I literally, for like my second trimester, I was in school from 5 o'clock in the morning to midnight every day.
Ooh.
And then we had some Saturday classes. So I'd be like, we used to have fun because it was I went to the Art Institute, so it was like what people call the weirdos, people that was in music and anime and
Right.
drawing.
Drama, theater, all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's where I was. So to me it was cool because I would see people doing live action role playing. See teachers, students, everybody connecting. You would walk in class, you would smell some Asian food, you would smell some American food, you would see people baking, and you getting the stuff.
You feel comfortable.
Yeah, like I loved it. I was free. I didn't have to impress nobody because we was all like in a certain way lame from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun. And then I got to learn how people make movies, got to learn how people make music videos, how people make production stuff like music and everything. So it's cool. Like now I watch stuff and I'm like, oh, I remember somebody taught me how they do that. Like that's why it's weird for me to watch movies because I see it from a different perspective.
Yeah, you see it.
Everybody see a movie. Yeah, and I just be like, that's about to happen. And they be like, Aaliyah, shut up. And I'm like, hey, it's leading up to it. Like, I see it.
Right.
Especially, don't take me to a restaurant. Because if you tell me something's supposed to be this way, I'm expected to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you tell me if it's bourbon glaze and this is like a regular honey glaze, I'm like, excuse me, where's the bourbon? Because this is not it. That's why my boyfriend was like, you know a lot about cooking. I do. But I'm not trying to be like Gordon Ramsay or Emerald or anybody. Like I want to be me. chill, laid back. I want to find dining restaurant, but to begin with, I don't want to find dining restaurant because that's a lot of work.
Right. Yeah. No. I'd rather be self-employed doing my stuff the way I want to do it than having to deal with keeping up with a store and everything. Because if I can hire employees without owning a big store, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Having your own building it comes with a lot, especially you now in the time that we're living in. You gotta have all these credentials, you gotta have all these LLCs and business this, business that. You just be like, I could do this from my kitchen.
You gotta be business partners. You gotta have all this stuff going. It's a lot.
And it's a lot of greedy people. You can't, if you don't really trust that person to be in business with that person, you don't need to do it.
No, not at all. Because you'll lose money very quickly.
But culinary school was the best. I don't care what nobody say. That was like the best college experience that I ever had because our housing, we lived in apartments, but it was apartments for anybody. We had our section, actually, we didn't even have a section. I was on the 3rd floor of this building. Across from me was a family of 4. Downstairs was a single person. And down the hall was another. Like, there wasn't just all college students. Yeah. We took over the building, but we was, like, living with other people. So you got to learn how to be an adult still in college. And I got free food, so that was great.
Right, yeah. I know I'm always eat. I know I'm always have something to eat.
Yeah, like, you know, some college students, they gotta wait for this check or wait for their parents to get paid to be able to eat. So it was great for our students because the food that we made, if we didn't take it, we was able to give it to somebody else. We wasn't just throwing it away. So nobody was left hungry. Right. That was the best part. Like, you was able to eat. We had to take shuttle buses to class. So that was a different experience. I was used to being in a car. So me being on the shuttle bus, I was just like, okay, I'm 18. I'm in Nashville. Like, woo, shit happens. But I'm learning. So it just changed my perspective of life, period. I mean, when I went to UTM, it was kind of just like, yeah, I didn't live on a dorm. I lived out of my house. I drove to and from school. I mean, I used to see y'all in the quad and stuff, but most of the time I was like, all right, this is too much. For me going from culinary school to a university, it's a big change.
Well, yeah, it is. It's definitely true.
But they didn't have like sports or anything. We was just strictly school food.
Yeah. It's an art school, so that's you're going for, art school. I looked into that though. I was really seriously considering going to culinary school. That was.
I remember you talking about it, and I was telling. I remember because I know Memphis used to have LaCole. I don't think they have that anymore. No, now the University of Memphis has their own culinary program, but I remember
the same lot. They just basically took over what LaCole was and turned that into Memphis. Yeah.
And culinary school is actually pretty awesome. You learn a lot of different stuff and stuff that you didn't even think that you was gonna have to know.
Yeah. Like
holding a knife. That could be, people hold a knife certain different ways, but knowing how to hold it right way and not hurt yourself. Right. I was like, why does it matter how you hold a knife?
And then they show you and you like, never mind, you was right.
Yeah. And it was like the simple things, knowing how the different type of knives that there was in the world, like a bread knife. It's sharp.
Oh yes, very.
Let me tell you, I didn't think the knife was sharp. They was like, it's a bread knife. So I'm like, oh, bread's soft, so it ain't gonna be sharp. I was cutting. We had I think it was French bread, and I just happened to turn my head and turn back, and my arm was sliced, and I cried like a baby. I said, this knife is sharp. It didn't even cut me deep, but it was just the point that I didn't think this knife was this sharp. Now I trust any knife somebody get. I'm gonna lay it flat. And I'm gonna make sure that it don't touch me. Right. Because it's just a sharp. Right.
But they make it sharp for a reason, so it can cut through the bread easily. You make it that.
Yeah. Knowing how to cut meat. When I like steaks, I thought you could just cut any kind of way.
Nah. You got to portion it out right, get the right, and cut into the right part. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's against the grain, or Yeah, I think it's against the grain of the meat, and it cuts it perfectly. Because if you try to cut it a different way, it makes it tougher. I didn't know that because I just thought cutting it was.
Right. That's why we buy it. They already be cut separately, so you ain't get rid of If you buy a whole steak yourself and try to cut it up.
Let me tell you, taking the test in culinary school is so much harder than in university, and I don't care what everybody say.
It's so precise. It's very precise.
And learning, we used to get the index cards, and we couldn't have the big fat ones. It had to be I think it was a 3x5.
The little small ones, little stand.
Yeah, you can keep it in your pocket. Trying to write all the recipes that you need for your. Let me tell you, culinary school gave me a new change. Like it changed my whole aspect of going to school. Period. Right. That's why I'm so eager to go back because you learn so much and it helps you. Like learning to memorize stuff, knowing how to get a recipe and look at it like, okay, I need this so I can do this. Going to university school, I used to be like, why does this even matter to me? What do I do with biology?
We figured that out very quickly. All these preliminary classes, you got us these entry-level classes. So me taking sociology, what does that have to do with me learning anything?
Right. So. Yeah, I hated it because UTM, when I tried the hospitality and food management, they was like fresh into it. It was new. So they was just throwing stuff in there. Well, you might need to learn this. Baby, I don't need to learn why somebody's arm is connected to I don't need to know that. I need to know what business plan I need to have in the next 5 to 10 years, what my financial stuff needs to be. So I was actually okay with dropping out of UTM because I wasn't learning nothing like I was supposed to.
The first 2 years don't do nothing but basically taking money from the first 2 years. That's all it is. They just they had to find reasons to keep you that longer than necessary. That's why we encourage everybody now. If you go to junior college or anything like that, do that community college. Go ahead and do it. Get it done, and then transfer to the school. You're still gonna be there 2 to 3 years anyway, figuring out stuff. So you're still gonna have a college. You still have a three-year college experience or something. So that's more than enough. And then you spent 2 years in college, so you will have a college experience.
Right. And the cost is different, especially if you get to go to school for free for 2 years.
That's why I said, no 2 years free. I said, man, please, if you don't hop in there and go to Southwest and take all those free classes and then just transfer. But Martin tripping now. They don't want to take all these classes. They don't want to take all
That's the crazy part.
These folks crazy. He ended up coming back to Martin. But like you said, it ain't for everybody. You didn't feel like it was benefiting you, so you let it go. I go to college 2013. I graduated 13. And I was deciding between UT Martin, MTSU, Austin P, and Ole Miss. I was debating on those 4, but I picked it based off of my mom. My mom told us straight off, you get one transfer rule. So that's what it was. If you want to leave school, that's fine. But whatever school you transfer to, that's where you stand.
Right.
Both of my brothers exercised that right. And they both ended up coming to Martin. So my mom said, okay, you go to Martin straight off. And if you like Martin, you can transfer. So I ended up going to Martin straight off. But like I said, when I got there, I knew all the upperclassmen. So all I had to do was get in touch with people in my grade. So that's when I met Trent. That's why I met Trent and them when I got there. And that's how I became cool with. So my crew was them. And then we just rolled from there. But yeah, because when I was there, I knew juniors and seniors. That's what I knew. Because I used to visit when Mike and Sherrod was there. I used to visit. Yeah. Back when I was 15 years old, visiting them in school. I'm there going to college parties.
I knew Chris Craig and them, like, the people that was around when he was in school, because I went to the Boys and Girls Club. So I knew a lot of people like Ashanti, Chris Craig, Zeke.
They used to volunteer.
It's too many names. It's too many names to remember, but I knew UTM then. Yeah. Now when I went to UTM in 17, I was kind of like,
oh, it's like really different. You
Yeah.
see a 10-year difference between '08 and 18. You see the 10-year difference, and once you see that, because I visited in '09, 10, 11, I used to visit all them times, and seeing what it was then and seeing what it was when I got to school, it was still straight. But then I started seeing year after year, I was like, all right, bro, it's getting away from me.
It's getting different. I remember when Cheers was like when they had Cheers,
Yes.
not playoffs or sliding around. When they had Cheers
with the cages, yes.
Yes.
The cages.
Let me see. I don't care. I'm a blunt person, so I don't care. I used to be in those cages, okay? I used to think I was cute.
I was too. We was in there, and if you in there having enough fun, people gonna join you in there. So
okay. So
right next to
yes.
the food. Yes, it was fun.
There was some good times. And I don't know what like I didn't experience the playoff when everybody was going to playoffs and caddies and all that. I wasn't around. Well, I was around, but I wasn't in that scene at the time.
Yeah, playoffs was
cool. I had fun.
Playoffs, we went to playoffs because it was the closest thing to us, and he really let us have it, but really nothing. So that's why we were going there. But Cheers, yeah, we was at Cheers all the time. Because like I said, in the cages, right next to the DJ booth, and then you got the other bar right there right behind the dance floor. So throwing different parties there. It was fun. We did a lot. Cheers was very fun, and and it was close. So it was easy to get there and back. So you could have more fun. That's why playoffs was so convenient because we could have more fun because we down the street.
Right.
Yeah, we had all that. And I used to go 702 when 702 was popping. I was there when
I was in 702.
I was in 702. It was fun.
Yes.
On Funville, Funville was fun.
Blue Ridge. There was some. I went to a few parties in Blue Ridge.
Yeah, Blue Ridge over there. I remember Big Ray and that was over there. I threw a couple sets over there. It was just like we went there, and then all the parties all throughout Martin. It was just something everywhere. I done been to every party in Union City Armory, and I went to three different parties in Union City at the Flight Club, the Blue Marble. I've been like
Blue Marble was lit. We used to have so much fun at the Blue Marble, and then y'all used to have parties in my granddaddy's building. They call it Nappy. Some people call it the William McKellar Center. It's my name on it, whatever. But you used to have parties there too. It used to be lit.
Yeah.
I don't know what they gonna do.
I had parties in Dresden Armory, Dresden Armory, Union City Armory, Chaos, Cheers, Bucks Place, and Fulton. I mean, we've been everywhere having parties.
That party, I blacked out. It was a party in Fulton. I don't even remember what happened. I remember me being in the bathroom and there was a whole bunch of girls in there, and I was telling about every other girl, "Oh, you're so pretty." I said, "Oh, we don't need those more blackouts like this."
Yeah, because the only time I went there when the Iotas throw parties, we used to go there. And that's why I said the Iotas was so cool. I would go there because my brother would go DJ. I go up there, go drink and have fun with them. Because it's a genuine party. We having fun. That's why we was there.
The last party that UTM had that was lit for me that I went to was last year. Pretty nasty. That was the last time I went to a UTM party.
I wasn't there.
That was in August of last year.
I went there. No, I definitely went there. And it was pretty nasty in August. I was still in Martin last year.
Yeah, it was because they had the party in Union City, and it was at this building that's right around the corner from my house. So it was so convenient.
I did go to that one because what's name them had the liquor on the other side. What's name them had the queue, or as soon as you walk in, the queue. Yeah, cause I remember CJ and them was down here. I did go to that joint.
Yeah, that's
I
and
was the only outfit.
that night. Who? First of all, it was hot as hell in there. Lord forgive my friend, but it was hot.
The club was small. The club was this big. Yeah. It was this big.
And you know how a lot of parties start, everybody standing by the walls, or everybody waiting for somebody to start.
Stand on the wall. Ain't enough space to stand on the wall.
We walked in, and I was just like, "Ooh, it is hot." Cause Trent was DJing. Some dude was talking through the mic at everybody. Like, I got videos, and I was just like, did we did all this? Like, dang.
Pac-Man talking on the mic.
There was a lot going on that night. I remember some folks got the fighting too. It never fails. Somebody always getting the fighting.
Yeah, that's why it don't shock me when fights happen. I was like, bro, because a lot of times fights gonna happen regardless. So I was just like, let's get as much fun in as we can before they shut this down.
Before they start, yeah. I remember when I really got into UTM with the party life scene when y'all started throwing parties at the Student Life Center.
Everything else was closed down. we had no choice.
We have no choice. The
Student,
Caribbean Bash.
It's a big enough building. That's the thing. It's really it's a big enough building. It's just on campus.
Mm-hmm. When y'all start having parties at the Station Clubhouse.
Yes. Pre-game with them boys. Yeah, we used to. Good times.
Man, it was some good stuff to happen between 17 and last year. Now after that, like everything before COVID hit, it kind of like died down because everybody started graduating. Everybody started leaving and going on with their life. So it kind of, I don't know what they're gonna do now because they trying. They trying their hardest to.
Yeah, I threw sets in my apartment. I was throwing sets in my apartment just because 310.
Yep.
I'm pulling up.
Mm-hmm. Man, it was some good times. Even when I was in that relationship, it was still some good times that happened, like step shows and homecoming. It was always good, but
it's always the vibe of the people. That's all it is. The vibe of the people. If the people are not scared, a party with 30 or 40 people in there could be jumping
if everybody get off the wall and people engage with one another, like why it takes for either a frat or sorority to start strolling for people to start partying. That was always my question. Like, I understand it's their party, but why does it take for them to get hyped for everybody else to get hyped?
Yeah, I was like, if y'all not like, if you don't drink or smoke, I understand that, but you still have natural turn up ability.
Right.
Drinking and stuff, and you still not turned. I don't know what to tell you. We drunk. We getting all the drunkenness off of us. We getting.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of strolling. The whole point of strolling is to sweat out all the liquor that we had in our system.
Just for y'all to put some more in there.
Facts. That's all it is. I'ma sweat it out, go use the bathroom, come back, start drinking again.
Mm-hmm.
And if you throw up while drinking or eating or something like that, you throw up, clean yourself up. You go drink a couple of cups of water, you're gonna be hungry again and ready to drink. Very simple.
Yep.
So we was like, bro, just go get him a sandwich or a piece of pizza or something. Let him put something on his stomach, and we're gonna start back drinking.
And it used to shock me, like, how do we drink all night, turn around, and be ready for the next day? Like, now you ask me to drink all night. The next morning, do not talk to me. Leave me alone.
It's Friday, Saturday. Oh, I mean, if it's Friday night, I ain't gotta go to work tomorrow. Cool, we can drink all we want to because I go sleep. But we used to drink on a Tuesday and go to class on Wednesday. Thirsty Thursdays, we'll go drink all Thursday night and then go to class Friday. It happened.
Mm-hmm. Especially when Bartella had them dollar shots last year.
We was in there every day, every other day drinking, and we just like, bro, we so used to it. It was like I can set my alarm. I get up for class tomorrow.
Sure will.
It was.
And that's the good thing though. Like, people knew how to party and still go to class.
Right.
You had certain people that couldn't party and go to class. Like, they had to choose which or the other.
I'm only gonna party on the weekends. I'm only gonna turn up on the weekends. Monday through Thursday, I gotta do my school. I gotta do that. Friday, good. I be like, all right, bet. Me, I be starting Wednesday or Tuesday and still going to class, doing my work because Sundays was my work days because I was like, Sundays I'm doing all the work that I need to do for the following week. If it's not turned in, and then I do it from like Sunday to Wednesday. I'm doing all my work for the week. Because when Wednesday comes, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, I'm drunk. Yeah. And we on the patio with the water bottles. We on the patio drinking straight out there. Yeah, you think we drinking Ocean Spray, but that's really not Ocean Spray. That's really it's Ciroc and kiwi strawberry kiwi and Ciroc in the bottle. Dr. Pepper and Crown in the bottle. Come
in
on.
the bottle.
I'm pouring out shots on the patio.
Right.
We didn't care, especially when Alpha Week hit. We did not care.
Everybody knew when it was time for the weeks, just go ahead and have all your work done a month in advance because every week something's going on. Y'all doing something.
We drinking on. And then on other weeks and on certain weeks, you knew we were drinking all week. On certain weeks, we were drinking all week. Other ones, you know, they have by Thursday. That's when the turn up really happened. On some of it started Monday. As soon as we get start that Monday, hey bro, I got a shot for you on the patio once you get out of class, and we just from there. That was fun. We had very, very fun times in Martin. Because
I know a lot of y'all had great memories from 13 to 17 because I wasn't there. Mm-hmm. But I hear stories and I'm like, okay, y'all was lit. Why did I not just come to school here? And then I also hear the stories about, oh man, UTN wasn't this, it wasn't that. But I always tell people, your college experience is how you make it.
Right. It's
you can't come in with the expectation that it's just going to be so horrible because certain people not here. No, only way for your experience to be what you want it to be is that you make it that way. If you want to be lit, baby, get lit. Drink your little something.
And we a lot of times we share. I was cool. We shared everything. If I got liquor and you want to drink, hey bro, I got some liquor at that. We can take shots. Cool. Hey bro, I got some leftover barbecue. You want to bring that over? Bam, bring that over. I got liquor at the house. Boom. We in this thing taking shots, eating barbecue, playing the game just because. It's like people don't know. A lot of the stuff we did was spontaneous. We didn't plan.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
But people can't do that nowadays because they want something in return.
Mm-hmm.
They want it. They need something. Like if I got a bottle, I'm like, hey y'all, let's take shots. Well, what else are we gonna do? What do you mean? Like take shots, and you gonna whatever comes up come up. I mean, like at night,
taking shots, go get something to eat. You know, we might go out for the night. Who knows?
Right, like.
We play cards. We drinking and playing cards. You know how many nights I was over there with Tristan and them, and we just drinking, taking shots, playing spades.
Right, like just having fun.
We in this thing for 3 hours playing spades and dominoes and drinking.
And be lit for no reason.
Because we was like, everybody's free, everybody off work. And then we used to do it when Trey Day, they had to go to work the next day or something like that. Or he was like, nah, bro, I'm off tomorrow. I was like, you off? Okay, I'm off too. Then Tristan would be like, bro, I got class at like 11 or 12. And then we'd be like, oh, we good.
Right, like, come on, let's do this. A lot of times people be like, I got a bottle, but it's my bottle. And you can't have that with people. Like, if you got a bottle and somebody got this, put that shit together and make some shake.
Yes. You know how many times I drunk with my friends and they're like, you got that liquor? I was like, yes. I have a big bottle of Jack or something that's left over half a bottle. Hey, bro, I got Crown at the house. You got any more? I got some Jack. Bet. Let's do this. Smoking roach blunts. Hey, bro, you got some roaches? We go put it in the bong and hit that while we go play. Man, it was fun. It was. Yeah. If you wanted to do something, you was gonna do it. You weren't gonna wait on it.
You was gonna find a way. There's a will. There's a way.
We're looking at. Are you going back to school? Are you going back to school?
I am in the process of trying to get into the University of Memphis.
Okay.
I am trying to go for my culinary degree. Mm-hmm. So we're going to pray and see how that goes because if everything goes the way it's supposed to go, I may be in school by January.
Oh yeah, all love to all the above. That's what we got to do.
So we're gonna keep pushing, keep manifesting, keep praying, and we're gonna get it done because Mama got plans.
Good vibes. That's all we need. Good vibes, and be able to do that. When your credits transfer over?
Because I went to culinary school and their program is the culinary program, a lot of my culinary program stuff will transfer. Okay. The UTM stuff kind of hit or miss because I took classes that probably shouldn't even been taken. Mm-hmm. So we'll find out here soon. But I'm 90% into University of Memphis. Let's just say that.
That's perfect, then. Gonna get everything that we can done so we can go ahead and get you through school and we can go ahead and get that done.
Right. Because after that, like I'm a strong and firm believer that I don't need a degree, but because I have so much of it already, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock it out just to have it on top of whatever else I'm gonna do. Because being in the culinary industry, technically all you need to have is your serve safe, your ABC license if you're gonna serve alcohol and all that, and your bartender license. Like that's really all you need. And I have 2 out of the 3. So
I got my ABC license.
yeah, and I got my surf save and my ABC, which my ABC probably gonna go out in the next 2 years. And I can retake it.
I think I got another 2 years left on mine. Now I might have to go.
Yeah. So for me, for the stuff that I want to do, for me, want to be a personal chef and going to other people establishments and catering and all that, I really don't need the degree, right. But I want to have it just in case, I want to be like, well, I want to do this, this, and this. Well, I got this degree, so let me go ahead and plop that on the application real quick so you can go ahead and see it my way.
Right.
Hey, turn that down.
That's all we doing now. We got to make sure to get all that situated. And that actually falls into my last segment of my podcast. What you got going right now?
Man, right now I am in the process of moving. Okay. So when this airs, I might actually be where I'm supposed to be.
This is true because yours is probably going to air sometime in October.
Okay, so look. Sometime we're going to be airing in October. I will definitely probably be in the process of getting into the place where I'm supposed to be at. Mm-hmm. We will be celebrating my girls' birthdays in October. Well, the end of October, again in November. My kids are going to be turning 5 and 6. Oh, child. Yes.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, Lord.
Yo, oh, wow. Yeah, you got.
I just thought about that. Dang.
You got grown women on your hands.
My kids are getting older. Trying to finishing the whole school thing. Working on my food blog. Getting my little culinary stuff into situations, selling plates and stuff like that. I'm about to probably push this thing where I do date nights for people.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's what's going on. And I'm in a healthy relationship. 5 months today, but when that airs, it's going to be 6 months. Right. So this is great things happening for me.
I heard what she said. She manifesting a lot of this stuff into existence. Healthy relationship, enjoying her kids. They getting older. Like I said, she got some grown women in her house with her now. They grown. So now
real grown. If you know Peyton and Riley, they are grown.
They grown. So hey, they running the house. Mom just pay the bills. So that's just how it is. But y'all heard, if anybody's in town and y'all see her, she's gonna be posting about her plates and everything. Y'all go grab some food.
Come here, Riley.
Really good at what she do.
Say hi.
Really hey.
Say hey. This is my oldest Peyton. Come here, Sky.
How you doing?
Girl, I'm trying to give you a little airtime. If you don't want a little airtime, go on. They trying to make their own little YouTube videos and stuff. So if y'all ever see them, subscribe. Hey. One day y'all gonna see us on YouTube. Just wait for it.
Right. Look at that. Look at her adorable kid. Hey, and she's.
We're gonna get rich off this.
Right. Right. Hey, make your money. Don't make money for nobody else. Make money for yourself.
Of course.
Y'all see, and she's selling plates. So if you're gonna be around that area, you're gonna see a lot of her plates pop up, and you're gonna be able to follow her on her socials and everything. Because I'm gonna add it at the end of the video, like I do everybody else's. Just shoot me a text with all your socials on there, and I'm gonna post that at the end of the video so we can.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm gonna plug in, but once again, I want to thank you for joining me on my podcast today. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate you coming on to start this podcast. I didn't know if I was going to get people to come on and talk. So I really do appreciate that you were able to come on.
Of course. I'm glad that you decided to use me because I ain't got too much going on, but I got a little bit.
Hey, it's all about how we started and where we're going to when we finish. That's all it's about. So I just
of course
that you was able to come on and be a part of this and be a part of this journey as we start to increase our followers and increase our love. So I really do appreciate that you came on to the podcast with me today.
And we're gonna manifest that.
Before I log out, she came in.
Hey, Belle. We are going to manifest this on your YouTube a year from today, which is what is today? September 16th?
Mm-hmm.
A year from today, you will have over 5,000 followers and you will be in YouTube, like with them, the little YouTube stars. We're going to see you, and I'm manifesting this today. So when this happens, we're gonna be like, Aaliyah said this, and I'm like, I did.
Right, so I can retire and become a housewife.
Yes, so we are saying this. You are going to blow up. You are going to do exactly everything that you want to do with your YouTube channel, with your podcast. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you and SJ. I'm like super proud of y'all. Actually, like this is beautiful, okay? Because this is amazing. So yes, YouTube channel is lit. You got it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do. So once again, y'all heard what she said. She gonna manifest it. So I take her on her word. A lot of people I don't take it on their word. I take her on her word. So you guys, I want to thank my sister again, Leah, for coming on and talking with me for a little while about how it was growing up. And for everybody else that looked at my past podcasts, you know how it goes. So I want to thank you again. And once again, there's been another episode of my podcast. I just want to thank her again for coming on. And you guys know I'm going to see you guys next week with another episode. So you guys just stay tuned. You feel me?